He was shot at least 6 times. We've got one to the very top of the head, the apex. We've got one that entered just above the right eyebrow. We've got one that entered the top part of the right arm. We've got a graze wound, a superficial graze wound to the middle part of the right arm. We've got a wound that entered the medial aspect of the right arm, and we've got a deep graze wound that produced a laceration to the palm of the right hand.
And what does this preliminary autopsy tell us? It verifies that the witness accounts were true, that he was shot multiple times.
The first one is what we call the kill shot, and the one that when Attorney Crump was speaking that he wouldn't have suffered from is right here. At the apex of his head, there was a very, very severe and clear injury. At the apex, the very top, that went from a back to front position. Also, there's a second shot to the head that you've heard us speak about. That shot is here. There's a little dot on the diagram that you see right by his hairline. That bullet went in there and came out near the eye area. That's very important because it shows a back to front for both of those. And it supports what the witnesses said about him trying to surrender to the officer. And his head was in a downward position, it had to be, for what had happened. Those type of facts are clear. And we believe that given those kind of facts, this officer should have been arrested.
The Brown family wanted to have this autopsy performed on their behalf because they did not know whether the federal officials were going to conduct their own independent autopsy. And they did not want to be left having to rely on the autopsy done by the St. Louis law enforcement agencies, the same individuals they feel are responsible for executing their son in broad daylight.